Welcome to Own Your Words. The 11th hour. Idiom, meaning with examples. Meaning. 1. At the last possible moment, or opportunity. 2. Things that happen at the 11th hour, occur just in the nick of time, right before it's too late. 3. If someone does something at the 11th hour, they do it at the last possible moment. Examples. 1. Lisa loves the thrill and rush of delivering parcels at the 11th hour. 2. It's very irresponsible to leave chores until the 11th hour before doing them. 3. The last passenger to board the aircraft got on at the 11th hour. 4. At the 11th hour, the government decided something had to be done, and fast. 5. That man on death row was granted a stay of execution at the 11th hour. 6. At the 11th hour the government decided that something had to be done. 7. However, at the 11th hour, the government snatched victory from the jaws of defeat. 8. Up until the 11th hour, I thought a white knight was just going to come along. 9. It is very disconcerting to see the political influence in this process at the 11th hour. 10. This was the 59th minute of the 11th hour, and it was 2 years too late. 11. I know what you're thinking, I really don't have time to wash them at the 11th hour. 12. Trump's now scraped the bottom of the barrel for new lawyers at the 11th hour. Light at the end of the tunnel. Idiom, meaning with examples. Meaning. 1. Something that makes you think that a difficult situation will improve. 2. The phrase light at the end of the tunnel means that you can finally see the end of a difficult situation that has been a long time in the making. It can also. 3. That someone should always keep hope, no matter how difficult the situation. 4. Hope for success, happiness, or help after a long period of difficulty. Examples. 1. However, there now seems to be some light at the end of the tunnel. 2. He says he hopes that there will be light at the end of the tunnel this week. 3. Yet neither showed any sign that there was light at the end of the tunnel. 4. All I can do is tell her to hold on, that there's light at the end of the tunnel. 5. They are falling deeper into debt, and there is no light at the end of the tunnel. 6. As finals approached, she felt that at last, she could see the light at the end of the tunnel. 7. What seemed hopeless once, we now realize that there is light at the end of the tunnel. 8. I am happy that you have at least shown us a light at the end of the tunnel. 9. The expression has been heard from time to time, that there is light at the end of the tunnel. 10. After of declining profits, there's finally a light at the end of the tunnel. 11. After all the problems we've had, we're finally beginning to see some light at the end of the tunnel. Stab someone in the back. Idiom, meaning with examples. Meaning. 1. To do something harmful to someone who trusted you. 2. An unfaithful act that causes a big loss of one's reputation, money or happiness. 3. If you say that someone has stabbed you in the back, you mean that they have done something very harmful to you, when you thought that you could trust. 4. Them. You can refer to an action of this kind as a stab in the back. Examples. 1. She felt betrayed, as though her daughter had stabbed her in the back. 2. He had been lied to, and stabbed in the back by people that he thought were his friends. 3. A lot of people in this business think they have to stab each other in the back to succeed. 4. I have done everything for her, but she left me because of that guy she stabbed in my back. 5. I believe that she was my friend. I can't believe that she stabbed me in the back. 6. Filing a false case of domestic violence against her husband was a stab in the back. 7. It felt like a stab in the back to hear that Paul was going out with my ex-girlfriend. 8. My so-called friends started that awful rumor about me. Wow, talk about a stab in the back. 9. I wish you would not gossip about me. There is no need to stab me in the back. 10. 1 minute they're all sweet and caring and the next they stab you in the back. 11. She won't think twice about stabbing you in the back, if it advances her career. 12. But someone who tends to be nice is more likely to stab you in the back. Turn a deaf ear. Idiom, meaning with examples. Meaning. 1. To be unwilling to listen to what someone is saying or asking. 2. To ignore someone when they complain, or ask for something. 3. If a request falls on deaf ears, or if the person to whom the request is made turns a deaf ear to it, they take notice of it. 4. To ignore or refuse to listen to someone or something, to fail to pay attention to something someone says. Examples. 1. The government has been turning a deaf ear to the pleas of its most vulnerable citizens. 2. She turned a deaf ear to her husband's advice, and took the job anyway. 3. Can't you find a way of turning a deaf ear to her endless complaint? 4. The race committee turned a deaf ear to the objections of Amelia and the other flyers. 5. She wouldn't be keeping the law if she turned a deaf ear to the call or ran away from it. 6. Success search for specifics for solutions, failure turn deaf ear to specifics. 7. If you turn a deaf ear to the masses' criticism, sooner or later you will have to pay for it. 8. The scoundrelly person has lied so much that people turn a deaf ear to whatever he says. 9. When I asked Michael to go with me for help, he just turned a deaf ear. 10. The race committee turned a deaf ear to the objections of Amelia and the other flyers. 11. She repeatedly complained to her employers, but they turned a deaf ear. 12. She wouldn't be keeping the law if she turned a deaf ear to the call or ran away from it. Up for grabs. Idiom, meaning with examples. Meaning. 1. If something is up for grabs, it is available to anyone who is interested. 2. Available to anyone, unclaimed. 3. In a state of chaos. Examples. 1. There are some great prizes up for grabs in their latest competition. 2. After the CEO's scandalous behavior was exposed, the whole company was up for grabs. 3. 35 Senate seats are up for grabs in tomorrow's election. 4. A £10,000 jackpot is still up for grabs over the next 7 weeks in our new numbers game. 5. Time attack mode features 4 different timed levels, with high scores up for grabs. 6. Apple just announced a contest, and a new MacBook is up for grabs. 7. The director has resigned so his position is up for grabs, and everyone is scrambling to apply. 8. McDonald's annual Monopoly contest had millions in cash, and prizes up for grabs. 9. No, the contract fell through, and the house is still up for grabs if you want to submit a bid. 10. Mountain Lion is up for grabs in the Mac App Store, and already receiving glowing reviews. 11. I guess now that the manager is retiring, that his job will be up for grabs. 12. The major tasks are assigned to contributors, the rest are usually up for grabs. If you like the video, please hit the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel for more videos.